Diffuser down closet.
Show me.
Get some power. You just.
Below and manages to get in, and they drop down randomly.
I got the streets so loud, you know I can't stop. No, I can't stop. No, I can't stop. I got the streets so loud, you know I can't stop. No, I can't stop. No, I can't stop. I got the streets so loud, you know I can't stop. No, I can't stop. No, I can't stop. I got the streets so loud, you know I can't stop. No, I can't stop. No, I can't stop. So loud, you know I can't stop. No, I can't stop. No, I can't stop.
All right, welcome back, everybody, here for week 1 in Midwest R6. Been a bit of an off season, of course, but we are back. I'm Colonel Casts here with Box Kimchi. How's everything going today?
It's going well, and I'm really excited because we are
It's the start of the spring semester. We're starting it's really the second half. We're gonna start the journey to crown the spring semester champion here in Midwest R6.
I say we got a fun match coming up today. The Michigan rivals of Michigan State versus Michigan University. As let's first gonna be an interesting match as we first head into our ad reads. Get those real quick.
All right. And today it's important to watch out for the first kill presented by Blue Light. By Blue Light helps gamers enhance their performance while protecting their vision. Their specialized glasses protect eyes from blue light risks while maintaining necessary screen time and display preferences, ensuring both eye health and optimal gaming.
And for those of you ready to show off your crazy, insane, or rather clumsy highlights from your own Midwest R6 matches, be sure to send all of your highlights over to @MidwestR6 on Twitter or X, and or send them through the Discord server to potentially be featured on Top 5, presented by MSI USA, an official partner of Midwest R6.
All right, and speaking of the teams starting off this season, I will be introducing us to the University of Michigan, or the University of Michigan's roster, as it is the 5 players of Fade, Yui, Insider, Twisty, and Nick. And the captain, Fade Ed, giving a quote entering the match. "Quotes are too short," he says. So just giving a bit of the state of mind entering this game for U of M.
And facing off against them is MSU Green with their roster of D4C, Gramado, Spicy Guac, Ling, and Lumi, with an equally valid quote of "I should be sleeping right now" from the team captain of Lumi.
And so the map bans for today, it was Bank was banned away first, and next was Border banned away, and the first map will be Chalet, it seems, with MSU on the attacking side.
So yeah, some interesting maps coming out as again we're going to be going through Cafe and Chalet as our 2 guaranteed maps as you mentioned. Tell us a bit more about these maps. What are you expecting to see? Anything exciting going on in these games?
Chalet, it's really small. There's a lot of actually really close entry points to the bomb sites specifically. Like there is in bedroom, there's a wall you could just there's obviously the window and the door that leads into the office, but there's also a destructible wall right outside that gives really clear access if no one really wants to defend it into the corner of the bomb site. And on Cafe, upstairs is really popular still. It's kind of the most well-known bomb site, and there's a nice roof hatch that everyone likes to use. The skylight where every single solo queue player gets caught out and dies for no particular reason. I'm expecting very aggressive gameplay here, honestly, on these 2 maps. And
For sure. So yeah, going to Cafe Dostoevsky first. As you mentioned, the very classic, very, very classic top site of Skylight. Going to be, or rather, I guess the more of the bar is the actual site itself. But as you mentioned, always love when you queue up a game of R6, get what, in my opinion, one of my favorite maps in Cafe, and then your team just chain feeds through Skylight. Always unfortunate, but it is what it is. And I have a vague feeling that here in this upper competition here in Midwest R6, we'll be seeing a bit more strategic play than running 5 players through Skylight and instantly dying.
I hope so. But it would be funny. Think about it. It'd be really funny. But yeah, I do expect some higher tier gameplay than my average solo queue lobbies. So.
Of course. It would be very funny if we get into the game and it's just like 12 rounds straight of 5 players diving through Skylight and just getting absolutely nuked every time. As yeah, Cafe has not only the upper floor of bar, but going down kitchen is another site that I'm a very big fan of. Just the stark concept of the rooms, of one room being basically completely reinforced, of course, depending on whatever defensive strategy the team is using at the time, with the stark contrast of the back dining area or kitchen, I guess the back half with the freezer room. I think it's just a nice site. Overall, the map itself, Cafe is one of my favorites. Where would you rank it if you had to give me like a random placement on.
Ooh, it's up near the top. I mean, how much of that is because it is a very good map? I mean, it is very good, of course, but it's also how much of it is because it is a classic. Like the map almost everybody remembers when you talk about R6. It's easily one of those memorable and beloved maps. So I think that definitely has to win it, but it's easily up towards the top of the list of up there with theme park. I'm biased though. I like old theme
Oh,
park.
I'm not a theme
It's
park
awful.
fan.
No, it's terrible. I love it though. It's fun.
I say, yeah, Cafe, as you mentioned, instant classic. I mean, obviously not the first game I ever played on it, but just thinking through the maps, a lot of fun sites to be played. And we'll see a lot of that in this upcoming game one between our Michigan rivals. Tell us a bit more about what are your opinions on Chalet, our second map of the day?
Chalet, the rework has still thrown my brain for a loop. I just kind of run around the hallways a little bit,
Fair
just like
enough.
something will happen. But it's still really good. I actually think they did improve the map a lot, which is saying something because I do kind of still remember the old Chalet, probably because I just play old games, honestly, and I just remember them for their heydays or whatever I think the best of it was. But it did really do a lot to kind of increase the ability to move around on both the defensive and the attacking side instead of just keeping everyone inside one tiny room, especially like basement is a bit more dynamic than it's been in a while. And
Yes,
it's
I
very nice to actually have some counterplay that isn't just hope your Thatcher lands both of the nades and you don't get bandit trapped on a reinforced door.
I would definitely agree that I always like bandit tricking. All of the counter thermites back in the day when there was a bit less hard breaching in the game. You didn't have your aces and all of
Oh,
that hard breach charges, and it was just thermite bandit or Kaid versus thermite charges. I always loved the day way back when it was just the complete chaotic mess of will our thermite get his charge off this round? And the answer was almost always, at least in my lobbies, a no.
no, my thermites were not very good at
Hey,
dodging
man.
the. It was either I was the thermite, my Thatcher just didn't land the nades, or I was the Thatcher, bricked the nades, and just screwed my team over. There was no middle ground, sadly, for the Thatchers in my lobbies.
So yeah, and then looking a bit further down our map pool, we of course are not guaranteed to make it all the way down, but we will be heading over to the side of Oregon. Again, might not see it, but tell me a bit more about your opinions on the map there.
I love Oregon. I love old Oregon. I love reworked Oregon. I mean, they did. Yes, I just said it. They reworked it. Did it make it any bigger? It's probably one of the smallest. It's definitely on the smaller side of the maps. Very enclosed, tight spaces. There's the tower that never gets used. Sorry, tower. It's big tower is really in the middle of nowhere. It's not my fault,
Ugh.
but it does have some really nice entry points. You see a lot of teams just. I mean, I think it's like everyone's it's a very pro staple map, and a lot of teams have figured it out kind of what they want to run on it. So if we do get to that third map, I do expect to see kind of some of the higher, I guess, higher like expertise and experienced gameplay, even though the map is still kind of new compared to some of the other maps that we have.
For sure, for sure. I would say I definitely, per complete personal preference, this is based off nothing, especially at this high of a level. But I was always a bigger fan of Old Oregon. But
I am too.
regardless, as you mentioned, the remake is real. It's not a random pipe dream, and that will be what the teams potentially play on for their ultimate showdown here, week one of Midwest R6. I mean, it might have been planned. I'm not exactly sure, of course, how the scheduling goes, but how exciting is it for us week one, first game here back on stream to have a Michigan rivalry between these two teams?
It means quite a bit. I don't know if it's football adage, but it was like Alabama, Auburn, like those two teams can lose every single game in the season. All that matters is going into the Iron Bowl. If you win the Iron Bowl, that's the only game that matters as far as those two schools are concerned. And it's kind of, I mean, it's really the same thing for these two schools. I don't know if the esports rivalry is as alive as some of the other rivalries they have, but those two teams, there's something extra in the air when they face off against their cross-state rival, or not even cross-state.
I say yeah, for sure. Any type of rivalry between any two teams that have a rivalry always makes games so much more interesting than Team A versus Team B that have never had any interactions, nothing to compare each other against. as I do believe we're getting a bit closer toward our game starting. But in regards to anything else that you'd like to bring up before this match, any other talking points you'd like to get into before we get going?
How many Jaegers? Not how many Jaegers are you gonna see? Because oh
How
my
many
god,
Jaegers are getting played this game?
how many
Every
Jaegers
round.
are gonna
There
play
we
this
go.
season?
There's my guess.
Even
Yo, what's up, guys?
every,
Ugh.
every single round, we're gonna see a Jaeger this season,
Amen.
probably.
We're actually gonna see more than one Jaeger around. I'm feeling it. One of these Michigan teams, they're gonna pull out the Jaeger on offense at this point. I don't know. I feel like we'll see the character at least once. I'd
I
be
mean,
incredibly surprised if we didn't.
Yubi, if you're watching, if you put a second, if you put Jaeger on the attack, don't change a thing. Keep the gadget the same and everything. People still pick him. He's just an absolute menace. Oh my gosh.
Just replace recruit or rookie or whatever it's called with Jaeger.
Recruit.
Yeah.
No, recruit is iconic. I need to make recruit pickable and ranked is what I'm saying.
Make recruit only defense and replace it with Jaeger. There we
Oh,
go. There's the
Jaeger
solve.
only mode. That would be true pro play. Only Jaegers.
10 Jaegers versus each other, and offense wins every round. Offensive ADS is meta. There we go. We've solved the meta to five-year
is.
game Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
There you go.
The
That's the
Jaeger,
secret
every
year 10
round,
update.
every
Jaeger.
player. It's actually the April Fool's update coming up here in a month and a half or so. It's actually just no matter what you play, it's always going to be Jaeger.
Oh, I would love Jaeger. But hard. I mean, we're going to not Chalet first. I thought we were going to Chalet first, man. Every time I see Chalet, I just get excited. I'm like, oh my yes. It is a good map. I love the rework. I love playing Ace and just using that very silly strat to just throw two loafs right into a hard breach wall and just stare onto the site and threaten everyone and then miss all my shots because I'm very good, I promise.
As we do have a little bit of an update here from production. Of course, sorry everybody for the slight technical difficulties. We will be getting this lobby going in right around 2.5 minutes. As of course, slight technical delays is what it is. Going to make sure all 10 of our players can get in the lobby, locked in, ready. Not sure if there was some slight technical problem or exactly what it was, but regardless, looking at around 2 minutes now to get this game going. Give us some predictions. I've always been a fan while casting of trying to prophesize what's going to happen. Throw out a random prediction. What's going to happen in this game?
In the game or in terms of ops? Because those are two different.
You tell me. You're the prophet now. You have the crystal orb in front of you. What's going to happen in this game?
I think I got to go very serious. Monty Ace, all pit with the shield, all 5 melee shield. It's gonna happen. No. Okay. Anyways, I'm kidding. I mean, I really expected the Jaeger. The Jaeger was the big prophecy of R6. They nerf him so many times, and everyone's just like, I'm still gonna play Jaeger. Pretty good.
I'd love to see. We won't see it. There's 0 chance we see it, but I would love to see Montaigne Blitz, Shield Fuse, just whatever you can get. Run in full team of shields, trying to get that spike planted. Osa walls or whatever you got going in. Try and get absolutely as many barricades and blockades on that side as you can. We'll never see it in a game above silver, maybe, but regardless, I'd always love to see that happen, especially at this quality.
I want to see a Maestro. Doesn't even use the camera, just lays in a corner, holds down left mouse when he sees someone, doesn't let go until the mag's empty. I think that'd be a good idea. Look, you got 100 rounds. You're gonna hit something, right? You're bound to hit something with an LMG.
I'd love to. I have to admit, I have once shot 2 full Maestro mags of the LMG at a drone before. I killed it on the first few bullets. I just felt like shooting the rest off.
It just feels nice to mag dump with
Good luck,
It's just a different
Always a classic, as I do think we are potentially getting into game here.
We are.
Sounds about right. University of Michigan versus MSU, as we're getting into operator bans. What do you think we're going to see out here?
Please don't ban Jaeger. I don't think it's going to get banned. I don't think it's not that strong anymore. It is not at the point where it is. If you don't ban it, it is kind of over for your nade game on site. I don't know. I think we're going to start seeing some hard breachers taken away first, honestly. It might be... Oh, it's going to be Ying. Oh, Ying. Dang it. I like watching Ying games. I'm a Ying bozo. I just throw the things and just mag dump, and it works. But very fair. It is 3 very powerful multi flashbangs, and can
Yeah.
absolutely ruin a site. And even with the Jaeger, you can still overload it by yourself. Dokebi getting banned here is a
I feel like these are kind of two staple bans. Of course, the Ying, a common one to take away, being taken away by the defenders as they are looking to close that away as
and
quickly
by
as
Zami.
possible. As Zami getting taken away as well. The Dokebi not going to be allowed to make any phone calls. MSU last ban. What do you think we're going to see here?
Well, we'll find out, actually. I don't even have time to make a prediction. I did. I cowered it out.
Fenrir.
Fenrir is someone I find very annoying personally, and I can understand why teams do want to get rid of him. The ability to just blind someone for several seconds might be a little strong. I'm not a professional, but I think it might be a little strong.
Yeah, it does look like we're going to be heading, as we mentioned, the most iconic site on the map, all the way up Cocktail Lounge Bar. Are we going to see any kills through the skylight? We mentioned it a bit earlier. How much action are we going to see at top?
There's an Ash, so I don't think Ash is going to be going through skylight, sadly. Ash just going to be rushing in as fast as humanly possible, as Ash does. It is perfect. Oh, yes, the rotation holes. There it is. This is what I love about they find the craziest rotation, the weirdest rotation holes, and put deployables. Like, why would you put a deployable there? But it makes sense when you actually think about it. I feel like my low elo brain can't handle it sometimes.
I see. That's definitely one of the things I enjoy about watching competition at a level that I simply could never play at. Is just seeing how many outside of the box things these teams, these players, are able to come up with. As we do see, at least the defenders, as now the attackers are going to get locked in. Buck, Twitch, Ash, Yana, several fun characters. I'm always a fan of seeing Twitch in rounds. Just being able to go zap things is always very entertaining to me.
Yes, shotgun mute. Let's go. Sorry, I'm very distracted. Okay, the Yana's these are just meta operators. I expect nonetheless, but I'm still gonna whine like a little baby, I guess.
Always interesting when we do see potentially some pocket picks or some more less common options getting played later. As it's actually going to be a Nitro Cell Gramato trying to find something up on the roof. Not going to get away with any free kills there.
Ooh, sorry, I was distracted. I apologize. But we are seeing... Oh, everyone's going skylight, actually, and it's hatch time. Okay, so they are using the hatches like I predicted. But what is Buck doing?
They're just waiting for a chance to go in, sending the Yana down, looking for something, as it will, of course, be taken away. As MSU just kind of chilling around, waiting for a play. Solus looking for anything possible, trying to find a spray through the hatch. Just barely not able to get a kill, a couple inches away from some headshots.
He spotted the diffuser there, actually, so that might have actually given him insight of someone up there.
Yeah, there's several players drop down here, inches away. Ling gonna take this first fight, has the down, gets the kill, and it will be the first kill for Ling. Gets traded back away by Nick, though.
Always good for one is my mentality playing League of Legends, and in Rainbow Six it works even better. And that is kind of, I think, UMich are just taking a little too long, or getting a bit too overambitious with where they're droning from and making it a bit too obvious for MSU to know where they're going to want to enter. So that was a good trade from Ling to know just to swing out there.
Yeah, unfortunately, wasn't quite able to get away from the back end of Nick. Was re-traded away, but still a good pick opportunity spotted from Ling. Is now Yana going to be running in, going to get spotted out by D4C. Nice flick up to the hatch. Headshot into Twisty, as now hides in the corner, finds a way, another in the form of Yui. Finally traded back by Nick, but able to get a double kill before being taken down.
That was really well played. Actually saw where the Yana was coming from, assumed someone would be following down the hatch, so just turns the corner, gets the spray, or gets a nasty flick, and then lays down to dodge the line of sight somehow, which is impressive.
Yeah, MSU with the advantage here on the defense, but Nick on a double right now, looking to try and secure out this round. It is actually going to be Fade getting taken down. Lumi, long line of sight. Shotgun comes in for Nick, ends the round out, and shotgun mute on Gramato, able to close that round up for Michigan.
And that was just, I mean, it was just UMich playing a bit too slow and getting caught out. Just getting picked off one by one, then that double kill pretty much secured their fate. As long as MSU was able to trade there, they were able to be good for, or they were just going to win by by kills, not even needing to worry about a diffuser in the first place. But it definitely was Michigan, I guess maybe feeling out a little bit, but just playing. Yeah, I don't like the speed they're playing at. They're playing slow. They're making it a bit too obvious where they're trying to engage, and if you play that pace, MSU are always going to be able to rotate and find an answer for you.
Yeah, a very high risk, high reward strategy, I suppose, coming out from the side of University of Michigan. Unfortunately, not able to pay off for them as MSU, captained by a very, very strong double kill by D4C, able to get away with that first round as we do head down to kitchen, see the Mozzie, see the Jaeger. Actually, Mozzie, Gramado changing off the mute, still on a bit of anti-drone duty, though, from one to another.
I think it's a mix of they know how much UMich are droning. I was gonna say warding because I'm an absolute nerd, but it's a mix of them knowing how much that UMich wants to drone right now, and just a difference in sight. I guess it is a bit of the mute is more denial of all gadgets. With this, it's more of we want to get rid of the vision or any potential scouting out that UMichigan can do here. So it is steal the drones, turn it back on them to see. It also, yeah, that is kind of the key point. Stealing the drone so they can get a better sight of where Michigan wants to engage from here. So let's see where this actually goes down.
It does look like they're gonna head through Skylight as you see Yui send the Yana down. End up gonna check for a couple angles real quick before heading down. Gramado here just above the site, trying to look for anybody on this roam. Trying to lurk around as D4C, watching these hatches up top. You, Mitch, have been able to get into the building now. D4C trying to cover any potential sites is actually across the map. Ling gonna find the first kill on Insider as playing way up here on this top floor. Cross gunfights will be backing away for the meantime, but taken down in the back by Yui, as that's gonna be an even set now for University of Michigan.
It was good for one, but a bit too, I guess a bit too caught out. Got surrounded by 4 members, eventually fell, and we see... Whoa.
Oh.
We just saw D4C falling, but a good stealth play there from Gramado, and he's gonna find the rush, and now he's peeking again. And turning out with the pistol, but not good for 2. Sorry, I
very solid play. No, you're good. You're good. Very solid play from Gramado. Hid away. The Yana wasn't able to spot him out. Waited for the player to rotate back. Took them down. Swung the stairs. Grabbed another. Couldn't close up the triple kill. But regardless, traded the life 2 for 1. Very valid play coming from the side of Gramado on that Mozzie.
These guys are solid. This guy is solid snaking. What on earth is going on here? Like, they just can't find them somehow. They don't clear all the corners, which, fair, I don't clear any corners.
Yeah, in a 2v2 at the moment, Lumi and John Salami down on the site. So it will be the 2 players for University of Michigan getting down closer to the site. 40 seconds left to go. Ideally going to try and spot something out on these drones. Yui peeking forward, trying to find anything. It actually will be the other side. Twisty going to get the kill down onto Lumi. 2v1 advantage with 25 seconds left. Flashes go in. They're going to make the peek, laying down on the floor. Find the shot. Yui gets the kill. John Salami will not succeed today as evening up the scoreboard. Yui going to bring that round back for the University of Michigan.
I sadly can't. I couldn't see how... I don't even remember. The last... I couldn't tell how John Salami had... Or not John Salami. How Lumi died there, I believe. Just kind of happened off camera, sadly. Just... I mean, Rainbow Six, it happens all the time. It's going to be impossible, and...
Random shots through walls, always
random
available.
Wall bangs. That was a good flashbang, though, actually. I do love that. And John Salami has DC'd.
That's not going to be great for the side of MSU.
I would say that is a bit suboptimal.
Yes.
Just a little bit not helpful for winning. And yeah, this will be a reset. Sadly, tech issues take over the game, but it is, I believe we're going to keep score at 1-1. Unless I'm dumb and just guessing, which I am.
Back to Midwestern 6. My name is Ali Austin.
I am Glitch. I'm joined with Kevin with
Ladies
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Midwest R6. We are here in the round of 32 to start off our playoffs.
Welcome into our first week of our first opening contest between these two teams.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have your victors in a sweeping victory as we now conclude the grand finals. Davenport University are your champions.
He's gonna be able to get one. He's gonna save him. He's it. Oh, the defuse.
It doesn't look. Monty's going to clear him. Asian Rice is going to get one, and he gets the second.
Yeah. Custom shackle. Shackle dead. Nice.
Just watch him. Lobby. Walked in lobby. He's coming workshop door. Check. Workshop door. Fucking goal!
Just rehosted the lobby. We will be jumping back. It will be 1-1 still because of the DC during prep phase. And I think it will be same bomb site, same operators, obviously.
I say again, slight bit of a technical difficulty. Apologies again for all of the various delays that we've had so far today, but we will be getting back into things in just a couple of moments. Aside from that, what about talk a bit about what we've seen in these first two rounds so far today?
We saw Mitch take a really long time to try and get into the bar and telegraph a little too hard what they wanted to do, so MSU simply punished and apparently are really good at stealthing. I think that's 2-3 kills off of just not being spotted by a player, a drone, or a gadget, or an actual player, I guess. Yeah, a literal player running right past you. That was a bit of an interesting thing, but it also was U of M pulling it back. I can't say Michigan. See, it's annoying. It is annoying to not feel say Michigan because they're both Michigan. See, there's irony in here somewhere.
I would say one definite thing of interest is my personal highlight of the match right now was Gramado hiding away. Trigger discipline on the Yana drone, or I suppose clone, better wording, ran through the building or ran through that library room, didn't bother shooting at it, took the pause timer there, as now we are going to see getting back in, same everything, I believe, going in for
that's a different operator, actually.
Once again.
Same score, different op, as we see D4C switching off the Tuboreo onto Mr. Worldwide himself. It is Pulse. We're playing the beanbag toss, even though we're not on the old theme park anymore.
So yeah, gonna see, I suppose, several different characters, as you mentioned. The Pulse making its first appearance this game. I believe Capcan making their first appearance as well. I feel like Capcan is always a very interesting character because once these teams see it, they're going to be careful of every door they pass, every window they jump, but at the same time, forcing them to take the time to shoot it down or check for it always leaves just a moment window of opportunity, which is just what these teams are going to need to take advantage of as we get back in University of Michigan versus MSU, Game 1, Round 3.
Just going to have to hope, though, for Gramado because If it's anything like my Capcan games, they instantly find all of the things or just avoid every single door I've trapped and no explosions. And it's very sad, as we can see everyone going to top floor. It's going to be, or most, I guess, going to the ceiling and is going to be checking. What? That is a C4 out of a hatch and it hits nobody, but good strategy, actually, Gramado. I like that.
So yeah, Gramado has been playing very aggressive here with these hatches on this top floor. Is going to go ahead and drop down there, as now it's going to be University of Michigan invading their way into this top floor through these hatches, clearing out all these rooms, making sure there's nobody to get them, but it's the pulse from below. D4C Nitro Cell gets him through the floor, and that will be an opening kill for them against the side of Insider.
Oh, and there's the Capcan. They aren't checking. I don't think they knew who threw the C4, so they don't know it's a Capcan yet, but now they know, so that's been communicated, and it is going to be a bit of a slower paced door checking round now.
As actually, that might have been actually Ling getting that nice spray through the floor, has another chance for one, can't get the kill down. Ling, though, gonna find that kill hiding out in the library. D4C moving up the stairs to come back up if needed. For the moment, though, it is going to be Faye jumping down, taking out these cameras, but can't find the shot in time. And regardless, it's Gramado on the flank getting one, but actually, in the meantime, University of Michigan, both players going to pick up a kill as one goes down. Yui, it's Twisty versus 3 at the moment. Of course, has the chance to get this res. He's going to try and step back for it. Does get it going down, but can't get him up in time. It's going to be the long spray across the room. Gramado going to find the shots that are needed, and the round is now in favor of MSU.
Hey, Gramado is absolutely popping through this the C4. That didn't work out, but it was fun anyways. And then just against the Capcan trap, so that person's already set to I think it was the Yana set to half health, so that was a worry that you had to have. And then picks up, what was it, 3? No, Ying picked up, I know,
Ying.
Not Ying, Ling. Ying brain, okay?
Yeah, I believe that Gramado picked up 3 kills there. As yeah, sure enough, because the kills are reset from the last 2 rounds. 3-0-0 for Gramado in just that singular round.
So good for this guy. He's playing pretty good, if I do say so myself.
I think that's a pretty valid claim.
Good to know that I know what I'm talking about occasionally.
As it looks like MSU will once again be setting up here towards the top site of things, as running back with that mute. I know you are quite a big fan of the shotgun mute the last time. You still just as enthusiastic about it?
I'm just a big fan of mute in general. Just play him more. I love mute. It's my first main, and I'm gonna keep. I just love taking up. It's fun. Also Frost, but that is I'm impressed Frost is getting played, because every time I've heard someone talk about Frost, it's that Frost is a dumpster fire operator that should never see gameplay. Sniper 90 was cool, but then no one falls for the Frost mats half the time, man. It feels sad.
Whoever you were talking to must not be a person supportive of Illumi here, as going to be the player pulling that Frost out. I suppose we'll have to see just how much value it can find.
Oh, it's Skylight time.
Ling hiding out here right next to the skylight, taking these careful pings. Will my gadget gonna go down just outside? Keep the grenades away for the moment. It's D4C on hatch duty, keeping an eye over by these 2 hatches. And actually, it looks like some University of Michigan players looking to drop down. They have indeed. Potential danger coming out as Nick gonna put some sprays around. They're gonna check this area on the stairs before getting back on the drones.
Let me just doing a few quick peeks right there to see if anyone's going up the stairs. Are UMich gonna play from? I think they're still gonna play for floor, obviously. Like they want to get some sprays through the floor, but Gramado. What the heck? This guy's popping.
Fourth kill in just 6 opportunities is going to secure another one. As now it's going to be University of Michigan pushing through these hatches. They're trying to find a way into this building, which they've now gotten, though. Nick going to take a bit of damage, and it's Gramado for a double kill. Up 5 kills now in just 7 dead opponents. Now peeking across Gramado, able to find another one. Triple kill on the round for the mute. Mainly getting around with this SMG, but regardless of weaponry, it's going to be this mute who is finding all of the value in this round. Has a chance for a 4th, going to try and find it. Changes over to the shotgun, finds it. The quadra kill for Gramado, pushing forward, finds it. The ace for the side of Gramado. Mute with the SMG changes to the shotgun, able to find kill after kill after kill with 2 more on the way. An early ace for the Mute of MSU.
You, Mitch, stop peeking him. Like, I understand the first 2 peaks. Someone got caught on a rotation. Someone tried to follow that rotation and punish just in case they knew that someone was still overextended. But come on. Like, after a certain point, you got to stop peeking the dude. Just let him sit on the second floor.
The 4th kill, I was completely convinced that Gramado's time had finally ran its course. And then at that point, call it overheating, call it confidence, call it what you will. I call it Gramado being absolutely successful with that shotgun push. And absolutely successful. What they needed in only 2 rounds, Gramado has picked up an astonishing 8 kills. This is 80% of opponent players every single round up to this point. MVP of, at the very least, the last 2 rounds, undeniably.
The first ace of the season took 4 rounds. It's like, oh, these are usually pretty uncommon. You don't see one every single game. How about we get it first game out of the way? Just, why not? Shotgun Mute.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know if that was your Mute intuition, your shotgun intuition, your caster intuition, but whatever it is, your excitement, I believe, has summoned Gramado's ace there.
I'll take it. Okay, Gramado, Deagle only.
Deag only. Now you're looking for the Deag ace. Okay.
No, that's just how I play. That's how I play CS, and that's how I play this. I just grab the Deagle, I just spam fire, scream Deagle every single shot, and miss every single one. It's fun.
Yeah, University of Michigan. Buck going to break these hatches open as it's going to be University of Michigan looking to find their way back inside. Nick actually taking a bit of poke. Of course, not going to be life-threatening at the moment, but could be the difference maker between the kill or taking a death. As, yeah, University of Michigan droning around whatever they can get away with, trying to buy as much map pressure as possible. As you see it, Nick getting on this rappel. Is actually across the map. It's going to be D4C getting the kill on Yui. And then Nick stopping the run out from D4C, looking for another.
Good for 1 D4C, and that's, again, all of that matters on the defensive and also wasting Nick's time. Especially on a 3-speed like Ash, who's going to probably break open your sight, slow the enemy down. And killing someone does help that.
Yeah, it would have been nice for D4C, of course, to get that kill, but not the easiest shot of all time. As now University of Michigan finally found their way into the building. It's going to be a Nitro Cell. Gramado finds one with it. Insider taken down as Gramado's reign of terror continues. Across the top of sight, 1 player dropped per team. It's going to be Ling finding 1 before being taken down by Fade.
Oh my goodness, this guy, the Bean, he just knows that they're going to keep entering on that hatch, and he's going to keep throwing that C4 when he hears somebody drop. You need to mix it up a little bit here, or else Gramado's going to keep C4ing one of you at least.
Yeah, keep an eye. Fade pretty low on the side of HP. It could be taken down to a very low amount of damage. As MSU just holding down their angles, as you see Lumi here, Wamai on the stairs, trying to keep as many University of Michigan players away from the site as possible. As you see the 2 of them sending out drones now.
Lumi gonna keep backing away slowly. Doesn't want to get caught on the drones. Will eventually get caught, but just gonna continue to hold that angle. It's an aim tool if someone wants to swing this.
Yeah, at this moment, 24 seconds to go. University of Michigan, they're going to have to pick their target of choice, and they're going to have to make their play rather quick. As for the moment, though, it is going to be a kill. Fade going to get that one out on Lumi, dropped through the hatch. Now here on this Brava, a single HP practically taken down now by John Salami. Last player, only seconds to go, have to make a play. Twisty trying to find the angles, can't make it happen. Gramado picks up another in the form of the gridlock, as they will push ahead another round.
And it's you, Mitch, playing insanely slow, like playing down to the wire. Which, fine, it is a strategy game. Play a little slow, but this is a bit too slow because now you're giving way too much. You're gonna just keep putting yourself under this time crunch over and over again, and it's exactly what happened. You made a play, but then you have like 10 seconds, and you need to just rush on. And by the time you have to rush, MSU are going to have people in position to hold specific angles that deny you entry to sites, and you can't really give them the advantage that comes with being on the defensive, that you can sit back and wait, but there's just no time, there's no pressure, there's no speed coming from UMich really at all.
And yeah, whatever speed they do try to put down in the exact moment has basically been halted by the side of D4C and Gramado. Nitro cells, cap can traps, guns, whatever it is for the moment. MSU, they've come with every answer to most of what University of Michigan have brought out. They were able to get one round earlier. They have a proof of concept of what can work, but for the moment, it's MSU's Gramado on a 10-0-1 right now, who has been the main man in stopping University of Michigan's plays.
That's 3 rounds. That's 3 rounds of gameplay.
3 rounds, 10 kills.
10-0-1 is like a stat line I expect for at least past the first half of the game, but nope, 3 rounds. My goodness.
Yeah, always very entertaining to see a player pop off this absolutely hard. I don't remember how many kills the various players got in those first 2 rounds. Kind of hard to remember all 10. But for the moment, it will be MSU back down in the kitchen defending. Is trying to find that angle. D4C gonna get taken away by Yui. Now it's Gramado looking to try and make this follow-up on the Legion. Now going to be taking this swing over. Is going to spray in, finds 1, finds 2, backs away. Gramado double kill. Gumine behind for safety. Ling finds 1 on Yui. And MSU went from an unfortunate 5v4 to way advantage now. Is going to be a kill back for Twisty on the side of Lumi. Going to get back 1 kill, even it down a little bit. Just a 2v3 for the moment. But the Gridlock Thermite actually going to be the one getting taken down by Gramado again. Spraying in, finally able to take the man down. Twisty on the angle, finally puts a death on the Legion. As for the moment, Twisty on the Gridlock, moments away, only health points remaining, prone down by this bar, trying to cover out all the angles. As for the Gridlock, will it stay alive for the exact moment? Ling peeking out, trying to find something, but it is Twisty pushing ahead. Gonna try and take this play, has the angle now, not gonna be able to make the shot though, as Ling gets that kill down, and MSU push ahead another.
Ling hears the window jump and just knows I'm gonna just walk in. That's exactly where I need to swing, and it's, of course, perfect. It seems MSU have been near unstoppable, but it's, oh, you thought maybe there was a bit of light in that game, in that round right there. They got the opening pick, exactly what they needed, and I think the only mistake that kind of did them in that round was, or I guess the mistake that did do them in that round was assuming no one was gonna follow the stairs pick. Like, they fully cleared. You could see they were preparing to push into the dining room, into the hall, or yeah, I guess into dining room hall and try to breach the site walls themselves, but it just, they didn't clear the stairs fully, and Gramado was just allowed to walk down. No one sees him and sprays down 2 with no issues at all, and just completely undoes all the progress that you mentioned made that round.
As yeah, we made it to round 6. Sides have been swapped for the moment. MSU changed over to the attack as man of the hour Gramado. 13-1 at the moment. Potentially only a couple more rounds to go in this game. How many kills do you think this man's gonna end up with?
I don't know. Maybe this is a really defender-sided map. Who knows? Maybe. There it is. Oh, wait, I just noticed. Yui's on the Maestro. I noticed it. I just didn't say anything about it. It's time. Sit in a corner. Magnum.
The cameras are actually only there to be used after round. Yeah. No, they only use Maestro for post-mortem cameras.
Do they actually?
Yeah.
I just sit on the camera. I was going to say, I was like, I just sit on the cameras all around.
I would hope they use the cameras. I feel like it'd be a quite large disadvantage of taking the character to not actually shoot the turret.
You can see that they're actually MSU going to use this the very obvious popular strategy of go through the hatch.
Yep. Yeah, for the moment, Insider running around on the Valkyrie. Jaeger holding out very tight angle here toward Skyline. We have seen it a bit. As for the moment, going to be nothing major happening yet. It will be MSU pushing in. They've gotten through the hatches. John Salami pushing his way forward for the moment. Is now not going to be able to find it. Actually, Nitro Cell from below. Insider gets that opening kill, as it will be the C4 from the Valkyrie to get that one. As now Nick going to find the kill on Ling. University of Michigan at advantage for the moment.
Oh, it was getting Maestro. I was wondering what Gramado was looking at. It was getting Maestro. But that is actually really well played on the 2 picks, and knowing exactly where Gramado is going to make it real easy to shoot him in the head as Nick gets the triple kill, actually. And D4C going to blow up the drone and bail as he's checking below him just in case anyone's trying to push, but now he's getting pushed on. And it's a 5-0. It's a quadra kill for Nick right there. Cleaning up on the stairs. My goodness.
And yeah, very nice to see Nick coming out with the very aggressive plays there, able to grab up that quadra. University of Michigan, once again, able to grab a round now. They see how close the game potentially was from ending, and they are going to do everything within their power now on the defensive side to make the game as close as possible as they started out with that first round there up top. Dropping it down to the kitchen now. Going to be very close rounds again. For the moment, Nick, man of the hour for the side of University of Michigan.
There you go. I was expecting a castle at some point of this game. Nick, very, very good round. Playing around that little hole in the bathroom very well, using it to just get the intel, swing outside the room, and shoot people in the head, and then eventually, I guess, I don't know how he knew where D4C was at the end. I guess he just assumed stairs and was able to rush him, because I also think he had the lunchbox, if I'm not mistaken, in the stairs as well.
Not entirely sure.
5 seconds remaining.
Castle, 13 punches. I expect someone to do it.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Throw up all the castles on one little hallway. Just take a couple days breaking it down.
Make someone's day miserable.
Yeah, MSU actually already inside the building. Ling is borderline in sight already. Very aggressive. Gonna get something thrown straight at the face.
A soup to the face. The Legion.
As for the moment, it's gonna be Insider playing quite a bit safe now. Saw the aggression come out. Isn't gonna get caught lagging. Playing a bit safe. Now it's going to be a Thermite exothermic charge coming out. Has to back away for the moment. Will throw the goo mines over, but for the exact moment in time, not an easy position to stay on site with.
And now we can see the Monty is they're trying to use the Monty to start flushing them out of the site, but there's a grenade. Oh my goodness, and there's the execution that comes through eventually on John Salami.
Actually, Ling is still
down.
down.
Wait. Ling is down.
That was a separate kill across the map.
John
Ling
Salami.
is going to get picked up though. So in the category of time, U of M were able to get away with 1 kill, of course, getting themselves an advantage. Ling taken incredibly low after getting picked up. Gramado not quite full health. Lumi neither. As actually Twisty gonna get that kill on Ling. 5v3 for U of M at the moment, spraying in. D4C gonna get 1 back in the form of Insider. And now actually another kill back. D4C taken down, traded out, as it is gonna be a plant of the diffuser. For the moment, University of Michigan, 30-some seconds to go. Must get through a Montane and a Thermite.
Just miss each other there, and they're gonna find each other. I'm blind and wrong, and that's gonna be Yui picking up the double kill to close out the round, and U of M 2-0 on the defensive side so far.
Yeah, at that point, that late in the round, one of the people left are Montaigne. They just went in through every entrance, through sight, through outside. I think one rotated through the other doors available. At that point, just looking for any way to get to the remaining players, cleaned them up, got the diffuser rid, and now University of Michigan, they were down 5-1, but they've picked up 2 in a row, and this game suddenly much closer than it seemed just minutes ago.
The 5-1 lead is indeed disintegrating. MSU can't find a round on the attack, and maybe it is defender side this whole time, and I'm secretly a genius. But I'm going to assume it is also that just maybe working out the strategy still. It's always early season. There's time to make mistakes at this phase, so especially in a very long game like Siege, there's plenty of time to work out some errors in your gameplay.
End of the day, still week 1, game 1, 2 more maps to go potentially, even if your team ends up losing this one. Just got to win out on Chalet, head to map 3. Plenty of time to work out kinks, get warmed up, make out any mechanical errors, get everything cleaned up. As once again, it will be MSU trying to get in. A couple of changes, seeing the RAM come out, seeing the IQ come out. As for the side of University of Michigan, I don't think I've seen a Mira yet.
I think we might have seen 1 Mira. feel like we've seen one, but maybe I'm just wrong.
Regardless, it will be Fade taking up that mantle for the moment as MSU, the trio climbing up the wall there, joined shortly after by Gridlock down the wall a bit. As for the moment, though, going to be looking to get in the building as these hatches mentioned before, very common tactic to get in. Both teams making very similar plays when it comes to getting into the building. As for the moment, it will be Yana dropping in at first. Gramado looking for something, trying to find anything of value. Does see the Mira and is gonna, or at least sees the Mira.
I believe
mirror
that actually
wall.
is Gramado. That is not Gas. That is just Gramado running in.
Yeah, that shot a bit at the wall. That wasn't
it was
a Yana clone. No, that was just Gramado running straight through potential danger ground.
But now Twisty knows something's up, and he's gonna very aggressively watch the angle. That's the actual clone, though, getting sprayed down, so they know exactly where Twisty is positioned. But they're gonna have to fight the Black Mirror to win.
Yeah, Gramado gonna take a bit of damage there, but nothing lethal for the moment. As now it's Ling up on the wall, trying to take some various gunfights. For the moment, inside they're gonna have to back away, having the hold here through this wall, watching the window, trying to watch through Train as well. But now it's going to be D4C getting that kill on Insider, as pushing through now to rejoin the team. Fade gonna get taken out through the fireplace. Couldn't quite make it through, couldn't get out in time. Double kill for D4C. Shotgun to take down this spot in the wall. Is Nick gonna get one back in the form of Ling, but it then will be John Salami taking out Yui across the map. Another kill though. Nick coming up potentially huge, gets Lumi. Is now it's gonna be a trade of kills, 2 versus 1. Twisty versus D4C and Gramado on the defense. MSU potentially going to be looking to get the diffuser down here in the next couple of seconds, holding off Twisty from these angles, as it will be D4C planting the diffuser down now, as Twisty trying to rotate around, looking for anything to shoot, trying to find the players, trying to find something to kill, as will find one in the form of D4C. It's Twisty versus Gramado. Both players, they know where each other are. Reloading, Twisty gonna make the move, gets over toward the diffuser, is gonna go ahead and touch onto it now. As it will be a flashbang coming out. Twisty gonna get off the diffuser, spraying in. Gramado trying to make the play, changes over to the pistol, hiding away, and knife kill comes out from Twisty. Can't hit the shots, doesn't matter, doesn't need bullets, guns are irrelevant. Twisty pulls out the sheath sword, gonna get that stab in as the Wamai for University of Michigan. Aim, can't hit it, doesn't matter. We have blades where we come from, as it will be another round win to bring the game to a 1-round differential between these two Michigan powerhouses.
I was told not to focus on the end of the round, but that was a hilarious end of the round because I'm assuming the stream can see the chat, and Gramado brought the hand cannon. Did not bring a shotgun or a pistol, brought the gadget destroyer, which we did see him use a few rounds ago, actually, when they were trying to get into bar. So, forgot he had the Gon 6, and forgot the Gon 6 does 10 damage.
Well, that's not quite the highest damage weapon in the game.
Unless you hit it in the head, like... I've had some snipes with shotguns because one random pellet hit someone in the head, but that was not the, shot him square in the body, and that's not gonna do a lot of damage, but insane play from Twisty there. Just I mean, that was just spotting, knowing someone was on bomb site, just constantly peeking the bomb site, knowing you were gonna find somebody there, you were gonna have to fight, and then actually getting the or getting the vision advantage, spotted out. I think that was Gramado. Yeah, it was Gramado. I'm very forgetful and very smart at the same time. But just spotting out Gramado before Gramado even noticed what was going on, and had to make a panic play, really, to answer Twisty's rush to the diffuser.
I say MSU kicking themselves after that round. Unfortunate, of course, for especially Gramado not being able to get that kill, the slight embarrassment of getting meleeed. But regardless, 13-4, ignoring those first 2 rounds, which kill totals have been lost to time for the moment, as MSU looking to get in through the side door. Twisty on the Jaeger, holding it down for the moment, as D4C has been taken quite low. Peeking back now is Ling, trying to find this player, checking back out the drone, looking to try and find something on this player. Gets the spray, not going to find the shots though. Twisty still unscathed.
I doesn't know if anyone's on the stairs right there, but you can see that I mean, it was obvious Twisty was spotted out, or else we wouldn't have seen Ling take such an aggressive peek on it. But this pillar is really hard to get the shots around, and somehow Twisty is a bullet bender, apparently.
Taking very, very quick peeks, takes the shot, finally able to find it, as that little bit of a duel finally comes to an end, as now Insider joining the teammate down in the main room. As University of Michigan, they're on the defense, they have the player advantage, as MSU looking to find a path into the building, taking a peek back at these hatches now. You see D4C, Gramado getting their way into the building now. Gonna be looking for something, as always have Lion available whenever they choose for it.
That was a very good nade, actually. Hold on. Sorry, Gramado. Very nice frag. I didn't expect it to explode so quickly, but I forgot it bounces. It has its flashbang rules now.
Yeah, for the moment, the team still inside Horde and going to activate the glasses for the moment, but it will actually be Gramado finding one, gets traded back away though. It's now going to be Doc healing themselves up as Fade. Now Umich going to get a kill in the hands of Yui as spraying through that Maestro LMG. Now D4C going to flash, going to get taken down. It's now pushing in, going to try and get the kill, but can't quite find the headshot. Fade going to pick up one, Yui picks up the other, and University of Michigan have brought this game back.
Again, early pick paid off big time on Ling. The pillar battle was legendary, and it was Twisty coming out on top somehow. I don't even know how they spend so much time just shooting at the pillar, and it's like, yeah, eventually it'll connect, and it does. Doc play was very nice right there. Saw the flashbang, saw where it got destroyed, assumed someone was going to come through the rotation hole, and pays off, and then, again, just late round, 2v1, you got to start rushing a little bit. Time is not on your side. You got to get onto the site and plant the diffuser, and got punished, obviously, because of that.
Yeah, we are getting into the latest parts of the game now. Potentially only 2 rounds left to go. Then, of course, we'll potentially go to overtime as well, as both of these teams looking to simply grab away the next 2 rounds. MSU, though, they have not found very much success at all on the attack. They've, of course, been very close in certain circumstances, such as knife-round.png, where only a couple bullets away from winning that round, but not how the book was written. As for the moment, University of Michigan, 5-piece tie now, as they were able to bring it back from a 5-1 deficit to our current deadlock.
Echo drones. I want to see where the echo drones are, because I'm assuming Twisty is not going to use my strategy of constantly sit on them until someone enters the room you're planning to ambush them from. I think Twisty's a little bit more talented than that, just a little bit.
I would believe it.
I can imagine.
Yeah, Twisty is, of course, keeping an eye on the cams, not going to so much as ignore them, but is hiding behind a deployable shield, keeping an eye on, I believe, that bottom floor door. Now John Salami on the gridlock, going to throw some util into the building on these stairs, buy the team a bit of room.
Where did Yui get? Did Yui run down and get hit by the tracks, or did someone find Yui? Because Yui's taking a considerable amount of damage.
Might have ran through several of the gridlocks. But again, yeah, I'm not entirely sure, as actually it looks like Gramado on the fuse, spraying it down, is now trying to find anything in this room, keeping an eye on just about every visible corner. They have holes down to the bottom floor of the site, as again, trying to find their way down into kitchen.
Now if they want to, I don't know if they have the confidence that they have control of the second floor yet, but if they can, they will be able to just drop down onto it and have a double-edged attack, a collapsing attack onto Umich on the bomb site, if they are capable of getting second floor cleared. My God, I can't talk today.
Yeah, sure enough, at the moment, MSU trying to find anything they can. You see D4C decimating this floor with the Buck skeleton. As, again, both of these teams trying to find anything. Barely just about a minute left in the round, and still no fatalities. So now Nitrocell comes out, holding on to it, trying to find anything they can. Still not a kill yet, though.
Intrigued by the strategy of pulling out the C4 in a in a room that is reinforced. Reinforced floor room. I'm intrigued by the strategy of it, and I want to see how it works. Is Gramato breaking down more things, trying to rotate down to the first floor, it seems, or escape the second floor?
Yeah, down to 35 seconds. MSU, at some point, they're going to have to make a play, and it is going to be Gramato finding the first kill. Shot onto Nick, peeking in now. LMG looking to find anything they can. Just looking for not LMG, it's MWR is now actually going to find another one in the form of Fade. Taken down. MSU, they finally made their play. 15 seconds left in the round. They have to get on site quickly, as now for the moment holding on is going to be Ling getting taken down aside from Insider. Lumi going to be planting down the diffuser. Only seconds left. They have to get it off. D4C taken down. John Salami down at the moment. Hasn't been finished. Does finally get taken down. 2v3. Gramato and Lumi. The diffuser is planted. Have to stall for 35 seconds. As now another goes down. Insider gets away with Gramato. Lumi, last player alive versus 3. They know where they are now. Takes one onto Yui. Fights back in. Can't find it through the ticket menu. And now it will be Twisty getting the kill as University of Michigan. They were down by 4 rounds. And after winning 5 in a row, push ahead 6-5 against MSU.
I don't know what happened there with Gramato. I don't know what happened with Gramato. Could he not see through the smoke of the impact? Possibly, or just forgot to fire? Could also be. I actually don't know, because on our end, obviously everyone's outlined, so we can see everything. It's like, of course it's obvious they're there, but I honestly don't know if the smoke was blocked or what. Very weird situation. It was such a good entry frag too, because then just able to get the one person that mattered onto the site at least.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Sadly got a really weird duel, it seems.
Undoubtedly a very interesting map, interesting game match. As we've seen highs, we've seen lows, we've seen incredible gunfights, we've seen gunfights that result in gone 6s versus knives. As very, very, very interesting game so far. Leads with the defenders coming out on top in the majority of these rounds. For the moment, 5 rounds here into the defensive end of things. University of Michigan match point. One more successful defense here to close it out. MSU do or die here.
Always nice to get that one map buffer as well, knowing you can afford to maybe not have your best rounds if you don't. If you're just, for some reason, planning to not have your best rounds in the second map. Always nice to have that buffer. But it is, of course, still want to win the second map. Game score matters in a best of standing system.
For sure. Yeah, it's could potentially always come down. Of course, later in the season, you're more focused on those later games being the ones that determine it. But starting up, as you mentioned, getting a good map differential as early as possible could always come to save you later in the season. As for the moment, MSU need to do what they can in that favor to try and get back in. For the moment, it will be, I believe, that was a Twitch drone. Yeah, that shot out that Black Mirror. Gramato on the roll. Currently finding and trying to play angles here for the moment. And now MSU still trying to get the rest of the players in the building, but Twisty gonna find that kill onto Ling, as it will be the early lead for the side of University of Michigan. Fighting forward now, it's D4C trying to find something. Player defender, player spotted outdoors. Is Twisty gonna find another onto D4C here at bar? For the moment, University of Michigan coming up huge with this one man currently on the Wamai, as now it's going to be Nick finding a kill across the map. 5 versus 2 for University of Michigan. 5 versus 1. It's John Salami versus everyone, and can't make it happen. A flawless round in the 12th brings the map to the side of University of Michigan.
And it looked so good for MSU entering the second half, and then the University of Michigan pull out an unbelievable comeback right there, led by that MVP right there. Twisty putting up 14 total kills in that game, almost matching Gramato, but Gramato definitely slowed down there close to the end of the game. Oof, that one's a bit of a tough one.
Yeah, as you mentioned. Very, very tough game. As you mentioned, Gramado popped off incredibly big in the early parts of the game. We will head to a short intermission between map 1 and map 2. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
We can probably just go for plant. Nice. Connector. He's still stuck there. Nice above you. You kill this guy.
Yep, you got him. Alright, Men's fireplace. He's halfway up now. Halfway up, like. No.
Bathroom dead. I'm in bathroom.
I'm gonna keep holding point.
Captain dead.
Main. Oh my god. One hatch.
Two connection.
Main stairs. Bottom main.
What?
There, taking
one player left, and he gets taken out to the I love more.
Diffuser down closet.
Trophy. Get some power.
You just.
And they drop down randomly.
Alrighty, welcome back into Midwest R6 as we just got out of an absolutely spectacular game to watch. How are you feeling after that first game, Kimchi?
Go to overtime next time, please. Go to overtime. It would be fun.
That map was incredibly fun. I would not have been upset to see more of it, be it from the shenanigans early game with the rehost, be it the incident where we had a borderline knife 1v1 in a post-plant scenario, be it the skyline shenanigans, all the jumping in, jumping out, peaks, aces with the mute shotgun. That game was just full of incredibly entertaining things.
It was something. It was a tale of two halves where the defense pretty much dominated the entire game, and it was also a tale of two players. It was first half, Gramato absolutely wipes the floor with the University of Michigan, and then Twisty says, "Nah, I got this," and then just becomes the carry as MSU, I think, won only one round on defense. No, did they win a defensive round actually, or an attacking round? Sorry, not a defensive.
No, University of Michigan, they won one round while on the attack, and MSU, they got completely swept on their own attacking front. They'd won a round, would have made it down to overtime, which again would have been incredibly entertaining, I'm sure, with the amount of shenanigans that had happened in the game thus far. However, we did not get to see that, and I would say that goes out to a bit of a testament for University of Michigan, be it that you want to highlight how good they were at the defensive end of things, or be it that they were, I suppose you could say that they were just warming up, see if they were playing at caliber A or caliber B, changing from not so great on the attack to better on the defense. It is worth noting, I do believe, I'd have to go double check, I believe all three teams chose to, or the teams chose for all three matches to play as the defense. As, yeah, sure enough, MSU chose to defend for Cafe, and then University of Michigan chose to start with defending on both Chalet and, if we see it, Oregon. So potentially just both of these teams preferring defense on these maps, which is, of course, completely valid, but ended up going in favor of the University of Michigan.
I mean, if you're gonna take anything from last game, I guess, and incorrectly apply it to the other incorrectly apply it to all the games, defense does seem to be the way to go right now. It was, what was it, 12 rounds, 1 won by the attacking team. Like,
yeah,
the defense, it is a very CT sided map, right, or CT sided set right now.
I say at that point, you're almost looking at Michigan isn't winning this, the defenders are winning this. And it just so happened to be the University of Michigan. They grabbed a, at the time, seemingly normal, but ended up being an instrumental round in getting their victory, as it was the only time that the defense was broken. I believe in the second round of the game, University of Michigan able to steal away a win from the defenders. And that ended up being the strip that won the game for them, as we do have a word from production. About 2 more minutes till we get into game. So going on, map 2, Chalet. Tell us a bit more about the map and what you are hoping to see in this match.
I don't know if you can get as vertically vertically dominant as you can on Cafe. There's very few, or not as many, I think. Oh, I'm talking out of my head because I've played a little bit. It's been like a week since I've touched Chalet, and I feel bad about it now. But it is a bit more, a lot of hard floors if you're going basement. There's a hatch. I know there's a hatch above basement. I don't think there's many other soft floors for you to break open on that site specifically, and obviously top floor, you're probably not playing for as much verticality on the defensive end, at least.
Yeah, unfortunately, no skylights on the side of Chalet, as unfortunately a lot of random lodges don't typically come with that installed.
Well,
Would
that's
be
because
very
they banned
interesting.
Bank. They banned Bank, so it's their fault.
I say, yeah, what do you throw us out? Game 1, 11-1 in favor of the defenders. Ended up, I believe it was 7-5 in favor of the University of Michigan. Throw us out some score estimates. Go into the crystal ball once again. Who do you think's taking this map with what score?
It was a team that's Team defended second won the last game because they defended the second half. It's gonna be, I mean, I don't even know who's gonna win. I think it's going to be another whoever steals one round of attack or whoever steals one round of defense, whichever side ends up being the dominant side. It's going to be just if MSU take one win on the attack and then defenders just dominate, it's gonna be that, or if somehow defense loses every single round except for one, and it's the University of Michigan taking it. I mean, I'm expecting more of the same. I think it's going to end up being something along those lines.
For sure. So being able to take rounds when needed on the more difficult side of things, always going to be a thing of note as we are getting into game now, loading it up in the ban phase. What do you expect to see?
I think the Ying still gets banned. I don't know. Thatcher's not a must ban on this map anymore. That's right, because they added impact DMPs. And it is just going to be Ying taken away. The chat is great today. The chat is great today. Lobby chat's going crazy.
Yeah, sure enough. As you mentioned, Ying being the first ban by the side of University of Michigan. MSU now going into their bans. As once again, we will see the Dokevi banned. What were the defensive bans in game one?
Defensive bans were... It was a Fenrir from MSU and it was a Rooney. A Rooney or
a
Rooney?
I thought it was a Sami.
It was a Sami because we saw in a Rooney. And it's going to be a Sami. It's the
there it is again.
Fair enough. Ying, I mean, what else do you want to say? Dokevi reveals everyone's... Dokevi reveals everyone's locations audibly, and you have to actively go out of your way to stop it. Azami creates extra terrain, creating extra peaks. Ooh, Valkyrie
That's not Fenrir.
is actually really... This is a good one, because obviously more intel always better, but Valkyrie has some pretty good camera spots on this map that can get you really good coverage of the entirety of entries to sites. Like,
for sure.
And sadly nerfed Valkyrie. You can't just chuck these things outside before the round starts.
Yeah.
You can't just... Oh, I miss those days.
I remember
throw
the
things
days
outside.
of old. Yeah. People are trying to push in through the garage and you throw the Valkyrie cam, either try and get it, like, I think in the forest or up on a little ledge above the garage.
And they just could not counter it because it went up before the game started. So it's just like, what the heck? But still extra into... Oh, it's actually a swap of a defender. Or we... Oh, no. Never mind. I'm dumb. I'm stupid. Dumb. I'm dumb and stupid. Brain
playing Fenrir. Nick
They're
is
playing
the one
Fenrir. They banned Valkyrie. I'm dumb. Sorry.
All good. As for the other side of things, it's like we won't be heading down to the garage to start things off. As we take a little peek at the defensive characters, we once again see the shotgun mute coming out.
Twisty's turn. Twisty's turn, baby.
It could potentially just be meta. Could be what these teams are looking at getting wins with consistently. I mean, again, we saw Gramato absolute insane performances last match on Cafe Dostoevsky, and now swapping it over in the hands of Twisty. Of course, SMG at the ready, Nitro at the ready, as once again taking an eye out, keep an eye on the first blood of the game.
Oh, this is the little ledge I always rush onto. This is the one I'm talking about, but that's the drone taken out by Yui. I was going to say Umich because I'm very smart.
They're pretty similar. Umich, Yui, Yui, Umich.
Oh, right. I don't think anyone's out there. Just checking, though. Making sure.
Yeah, still nobody able to find any picks yet. Of course, not incredibly surprising, but for the moment, will be both teams trying to find this first kill, try to grab that bit of advantage, that early piece of momentum. As we see now, Lumi climbing up here. Is actually D4C takes a lot of damage across the map. Not going to be taken down, not going to get knocked, but is incredibly injured now going into the later parts of the round.
It's going to be another 10 years of entry kind of start to the game. Oh, the bees! The bees out.
Always nice to see it as Gramato pushing up, but they get taken down. Oh, Insider sprays through the railing, gonna find that pick on Gramato, and the man of defense last game for the side of MSU getting taken down quite early, already over to Cam's duty.
Oh, brother. Oh, there's the drone going off, and there's... What the heck? Who found Insider right there?
It was actually Ling found a bit of an angle. Actually, Ling pushing in on the IQ, finding out a second kill onto Nick, getting rid of all of this util, climbing around as it's going to be the double kill out for the IQ. Very, very good from them as they're going to be able to go from a 5v4 to a 3v4, going from down a player, flipping the script around as Insider Nick both getting taken down.
Find the bomb finally, but you see the angles. They're holding very aggressive here for Umich. Also trying to ace a wall that had a mute on it was very funny. Oh, and gun down outside. Ling's dead.
Yeah, Fade gonna get that kill as Twisty takes a little bit of poke through the walls. For the moment, though, it's still 3 versus 3. MSU looking to find a way to get on site, get the diffuser down. As for the moment, holding out on these angles, trying to find and block as many ways onto site as possible as they want to break down this BP cam. But not going to be incredibly easy. It's actually peeking out. Going to be Fade getting that kill down. D4C taken down. As now Lumi, John Salami at a slight bit of a disadvantage here going into the end of the round. Lumi going to trip over a goo for the moment. As now Shotgun goes in. Not going to find the shot as John Salami gets that kill. Twisty taken down. Only seconds left to get the diffuser going down as it will get planted now. MSU gets that going. Lumi, though, going to get taken down by Yui as John Salami versus Fade and Yui peeks out. Not going to get the first kill. Gets taken down. Almost finds the shot. Crosshair just about the right place, but can't get the shots off in time. Fade going to get that kill. Close up round 1. The defuse will be occurred. The defuse will happen. Yui gonna get that one as the round taken by University of Michigan.
That was a good cover on the defuse there, but it just wasn't able to get out of dodge in time, and that is exactly the punish that you want, especially because you already knew where John Salami was gonna stand. You knew he was gonna stand in the door, in the giant hole in the wall, and try to cover the defuse, and did not run fast enough, I guess, and got caught out. And then it was just a simple pincer maneuver to finish off Lumi, and all she wrote in round 1.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Parlay's looking good.
As we do go ahead and get into the second round, gonna see the Amira come out, Warden come out, several fun characters. The Jaeger, the Frost. Fade gonna be looking to find that value out of the traps. As for the attack, seeing Zofia Ace could, of course, get swapped in the coming seconds as MSU decide on their attack. As sure enough, Zofia swapped away for seemingly the Flores.
Unironic Warden in this economy?
10 seconds to go.
Worked out well for University of Michigan last game. Not sure who it was, but I remember someone getting a quadra on it.
Oh, it was Nick. Nick pulled off a
in the first
sick boy quadra. Thank God they put him down to a 2 armor 2 speed. Because why was he 1 plate of armor counts as 3, I guess.
MSU again looking to get their first attack round win of the entire set so far. Not just game 1 or game 2, but haven't found one across either. As Ramado on the Grim trying to find something out here on the rope. Not going to find anything immediately as Ling going to get up here on the terrace.
Trying to find an entry point. Ash does one thing, and that's go fast. But Ling has to kind of play it slow because they have no clue where anybody could be on the scene. But they know they're on the second floor, likely covering some very common entry points.
Yeah, for the moment, Gramado staying around the team. It's going to be dropping down now, spreading out a bit. Again, just trying to find a point of entry that can work for the team, or at least work for them. As Insider holding out here through the Black Mirror, just waiting for anybody to overstep. Peeking out, trying to get rid of this drone for the moment, is going to explode. Won't get a ton, as actually Ling, though, going to find that kill on Yui. It's going to be an early kill for MSU. Good step toward getting on towards the site.
That is the benefit of having Ling on this ledge. It's really hard to rotate to back up Insider here if they need it. Is Insider going to land a couple shots, but it's not going to be lethal.
Tiny bit of poke. Again, you see Ling, D4C, both not full health, but not incredibly low either. Low, of course, single amounts of health could end up being the factor between living or dying. As D4C trying to spray out. Ling, though, going to find a double in the form of Insider. Finally able to take away that pesky Jaeger as now shooting away cams, ADSs, whatever it is now on the stairs. Well, am I going to get taken down? D4C pushes forward, able to find that kill for the side of MSU. 5 versus 2 in their favor, finally looking to get away with their first attack win here.
Now they got the collapse onto Insider, and Nick went with it, and it's time. I mean, Twisty hiding on the back of the site. Don't know how well that's going to do in a 5v2. As Fade caught out on the stairs trying to cover one. Will be good for one, but gets taken down before you can finish the job. It's 4v1 now, actually.
No,
did fall.
The job.
I thought he just downed him. I didn't know.
He's down from that first, yeah.
And then got the shot. I didn't know he got it again.
Oh, but that looked like a headshot, but apparently not quite enough, as it will be Ling getting the kill down. Twisty taken away. G36C to the head. Going to be a quick kill away for MSU, and they will finally grab their first attack round. Could potentially, it ended up being so in the last game, the deciding round, as from the 1-1 point, defense didn't drop a single round across Cafe. As for at least the remaining portion of this first half, University of Michigan going to look to recreate that 5-1 success they saw used against them in game 1.
Ling actually did not rush, and it paid off, which is not a sentence you hear on Ash very often, but Ling, with the pressure he generates from the window with the view of the stairs and, of course, the hallway into the stairs, was really able to use that to entry frag, or not even entry frag, I guess, get the first kill of the round. Entry frag is a bit of a weird phrase to use when you're standing outside the building, but got the first pick and used it to just create pressure to force U Michigan to start backing up. U Michigan, that sounds gross. I'm sorry. Is there a Thatch? No Thatch yet. But I think they have EMPs available.
Yeah, going again, it was actually kind of entertaining. They were locked on that original Flores Hibana seconds into the scouting. Presumably when they realized they were in garage, you see the immediate change to the Thermite for Lumi, the Maverick for D4C, as they will be coming over toward this garage door, at least some of them, as Maverick Ash there for the moment will be joined shortly by the Twitch, as Legion hiding over here. Ling going to be getting up on to the rope, not going to go incredibly far though, as Maverick burning a hole up top here, looking for something, can't find the shot. Yui going to be the one to take them down, as it will be a nice pick out for University of Michigan. MSU, they tried to make an aggressive play, credit to them. I would have loved to see it work, but unfortunately the Maverick hole used against them in that case.
Very good angle. I mean, yeah, good thought. Sometimes you're like, oh, this is going to work, and then it just the small thing backfires. It just backfires. Someone sees you making the hole, or just is like, why are you doing this? And just shoot you in the head. It's intriguing. Yui just peeking a door and just spamming. Oh my goodness, DMR kills are going crazy. He's gonna spam again at the fridge, but he can't hit anything.
Yeah, Yui moments away, inches away. So close to being able to get that kill. Unfortunately, not able to secure it. So now you see Gramado moving around on the Yana. MSU, it's a bad position. 3v5 at the moment. Need to find some kills to get back into the round, but it will not be them getting the kills, as Insider rids the map of John Salami, as now the player count increases. 3-man advantage for the side of University of Michigan. As now it's going to be Gramado and Lumi versus the world, trying to find anything. Tubarao peeks out, almost dies. Yui gets the kill though. Very dangerous situation, but Lumi not going to be able to secure it, as now Gramado on the push, going to be able to secure the first kill on the Yana. Has clones available should they choose to go into it. Gramado now peeking out, knows where some players are, of course, going to be scattered around the site. Umine comes out, going to get broken, tries to run away, but it's the shotgun to the back. Gramado taken down by the mute shotgun. M59 OA1 takes them down, as the University of Michigan will siege another round.
That, I mean, yeah, it kind of felt impossible there. Gramado taken out because the thought of trying to flick to the Legion mine did actually do him in. He did not have the time to turn and run after that, which just gave really easy chase over to Michigan. Yeah, figure out which one. But it was, yeah, I mean, it was Insider kicking us off. And just getting the numbers advantage. Hey, I can't remember who's on Tubarao. Is it Yui still? Yui found a gorgeous peak right there. on the door, or on. Yeah, I don't know the callouts. I'm dumb.
There were
Sorry.
doors. Yeah, there were doors.
There were doors there. There's a hallway.
little,
You know the
yeah.
ones. But just finding that, spamming with the DMR as you do, and just making it a lot harder and making MSU consider if they were going to continue pushing that side or push that angle, which they did for some reason. But
5 seconds remaining.
So yeah, it looked like for MSU, tried to shoot there at the end of the round. The goo mine, I think, missed the first round, turned it back to get it again, finally hit it on the second burst, but was just a tiny bit too slow to get away. And unfortunately, that first bout of missing on the goo mine led to the unfortunate demise for the side of MSU, but still only 2-1. Plenty of time to get back into it. Only a single round differential, not that much, as of course somebody has to take a round lead. Nick, though, gonna find a very early kill. John Salami taken down as the University of Michigan already finding a nice lead.
is that everybody's spot? There's a bunch of electronics spotted there by Nick. I don't know what he spotted, but he did spot a lot of things. Maybe cell phones. Who knows? It's not phones. I'm making up nonsense. It's not phones. It's not a heartbeat sensor.
Yeah, you can actually just always find every opponent. Pulse is actually just overrated.
Pulse is overrated.
Yeah, now Yui trying to spray through some walls, trying to find some nice random kills. Unfortunately, not a player in sight. Is trying to peek out. Actually, gonna get taken down by Ling. Doing a little bit of lean peeking, ends up getting caught out. Gramado across the map takes a big hit of damage from Fade, but then retrades the kill out on its own. Not going to take the death. Twisty, though, going to find a kill cross map on D4C. Gramado now dies to Twisty. Mute shotgun going crazy once again, is now peeking out. Ling taken down by Twisty. It's a triple kill for the shotgun Mute, as now Lumi versus 3. Very doable, but does have quite a bit of a hill to climb. Gonna try and break down this door, peeking out for the aggressors for the moment, trying to find the way in. Has the diffuser available, has several players encircling now. Has to find something here, peeking out, plenty of players around. Gonna be going for a different point of entry right now, clearing away as many corners as available. And now will get moving toward the site. Has a player close to the left, and now gonna see it before the peek comes out. Can't get the kill. Nick gonna re-peek, secure the kill into Lumi. And the University of Michigan once again end the round on top.
How did University of I thought when Yui just randomly killed himself because he had to keep re-peeking because he didn't get around the corner fully, so he couldn't see anything, was going to be the start of the end for that round, but apparently not. They're just able to pull that back. I mean, Twisty's able to pull it back. Once again, Twisty being the absolute legend, the absolute fragger on this University of Michigan team, and get triple kill for Twisty. He has I swear he has more multi-kills than I can remember. But I'm also probably attributing him some kills that probably aren't his because I have great memory.
Fair enough. End of the day, though, at the moment, University of Michigan, a 3-1 lead over MSU. Still a bit of time to get back into the half. A couple more rounds to go before we swap the sides. As for the moment, it will be the defensive side running a couple of characters we've seen before. Frost, Jaeger, Mira, Wamai all making its appearance. Although I believe Yui swapping off the Tubera to a bit more of an exotic pick, I'd say.
Yes, Thunderbird, another one of my mains.
5 seconds to insertion.
Look, when you gotta grind the objectives for the battle pass, and it's heal or revive allies, get kills with ARs, and capture people with or destroy drones with the observation or bulletproof, you got an op for it.
As yeah, sure enough, will be MSU once again trying to find their way in. Deployable shield goes down here on the stairs. We've seen it there in the past. As for the moment, though, University of Michigan, Yui in the basement, trailing, very aggressive. Gonna not find success, though. Got very aggressive on the entryway. Ling gonna be able to put that kill down on the Ash. 8 and 3 now. Ling's been getting quite good and making a lot of work happen on the side of removing opponents, especially in the round that they were able to take off of University of Michigan.
I feel like it's gonna sound mean if I say this, but Yui wanted to do the roam, but forgot to clear the doorway in front of him, which sounds really mean when I say it like that, because it sounds like I'm being sarcastic, but I think he got a bit overexcited on the idea that he was gonna be able to run down there and forgot to check. He got the solo Q brain for a moment.
heard noise, have to take the gunfight, potentially wiser to back away, although we'd be seeing a very different tune if it ended up working out for the side of Yui. Reckless or not, of course, if you get the kills, worked. If you didn't get the kills, it didn't work. In this case, Yui, unfortunately, going to find the end of their time, as now MSU do have the player advantage, although Ling set to a rather low HP from that earlier duel.
Throw the nade. Give them the stand still button. Do it. Do it, John. Get your team to throw nades at them. Make them stand still. Inside is going to take a lot. I think that was from a frag. I don't even know anymore. So many things going off.
And yeah,
it was
looks
definitely
like
a spray. It was
Insider.
a spray.
Insider is getting blinded, getting naded, getting everything thrown at him. Gonna have to take the vault down. Potentially going to move back toward these Thunderbird stations. Chilling out for the moment though, as Ling on the drone, D4C roaming around in a bit of a gunfight. Not gonna find anything lethal though, as Wamai backing away for the immediate moment as well.
MSU can start pressuring the site, or start pressuring University of Michigan back onto the site because they have the Lions, but they don't have them anymore. Never mind, the Ling's gonna pick up another one, but Insider's gonna be able to trade him back, and it's a 3v2, and there's Lumi picking up his first of the game, and now we have a 2v2 as D4C is collapsing onto the site with Lumi.
Yeah, absolute chaos there. The game, or the round so far, had been completely dull aside from just a kill, some trade damage, and in just a span of time, kill for kill for kill for kill, and we are down to a 2v1. Lumi getting the diffuser planted, Fade though peeking in, D4C removed. Lumi has to get the diffuser down, only 5 seconds, tries to take the fight, can't make it happen. Fade gonna get the kill. Frost closes it out, clutch 1v2, and the University of Michigan, who were just a bullet away from losing a second round, gonna clutch it out. Fade, the hero of the round, closes that round out, and University of Michigan will extend their lead to 3, 4-1 in their favor now.
And that makes it back-to-back rounds where MSU get a kill advantage and just cannot close out with it. I think they got a bit overzealous on trying to pick up that last kill when they could have sat in the pool room and probably got us away with the safe defuse there and just covered the bomb with the use of cellar, or not cellar, I don't know what that back room is called. Connector, I guess it is called. That would make sense.
Yeah, 4-1 lead. All right.
Interesting sentence.
Yeah.
Good job, Ling.
Teams exchanging a bit of banter in the chats. As for the side of defense, looks like we'll be headed back downstairs for the immediate presence, back on to the Bandit and the Mute, as it will actually be Nick taking up that mantle this time. Twisty over on to the Legion. As for the side of MSU, they have the Thermite. I don't think we've seen a Jackal yet.
We have not seen
Ram
Jackal
coming
yet.
out as well. Lion and Ash as well, joining and finishing out that MSU attacking lineup. As once again, the team's potentially going to move over toward this garage area, try to get in through the most readily available entrance to Snowmobile. Can't say it's an uncommon strategy.
Yui once again having the I experience this all the time too, Yui, and it's you pick a new operator for just change your operator like every round. You die on the first one in the first like 30 seconds. You're like, okay, go back to the other one. That has to be the answer. It has to be the operator, man.
Amen. If you blame the operator and every time it doesn't work, you switch it, you always have a way out of every round.
He is having good Super Ray around, so it's not like it's a bad assessment, to be honest.
Yeah, Gramado up on the top floor right now, keeping an eye with the step sensor, looking around for any type of movement from the opposite team, as it's going to actually be Fade finding out a pick on Ling. Not quite sure what happened there. Might have got a bit too aggressive, or might have been a good lurk. Can't say for certain, but regardless, University of Michigan will take themselves a lead once again here in this round, 5 versus 4 for the moment, as they have a quite good defensive hold on the defensive site for now, although Ram going to throw out the drones, going to be breaking out these luring. They can try and get any free kills they can through this upper elevation.
I can start nading through the floors here again. Just start abusing the lion scans. I just like lion scans. They're really stupid and annoying. But it's a double, like if you throw nades at them and force them to lion scan, oh no, Ram actually goes down there, but it's a 1-for-1. Gramado able to trade it back, and you can hear the Thermite going off, and Gramado's gonna get a double kill here.
Yeah, it's going to be Insider trading it back. Gramato finally falls, but was able to re-even the stakes a little bit. Although, unfortunately, the loss of D4C will continue the advantage for the side of University of Michigan. But Gramato at least making up for that pick, re-evening it out at 2 kills apiece in the time frame. As for now, University of Michigan, 3 players to 2 advantage. Only 42 seconds left in the round. Lumi and John Salami haven't found much success so far this game, but have an opportunity now trying to win MSU back around. Difficult position though, 3 players left alive to defend, only 25 seconds to get away with this attack.
Well, and John Salami actually does need to focus. It's either frag or John has to go and peek someone to get the diffuser back, because it is on the on the first floor, as there's the spray going through onto Nick, but there's the follow-up from Insider to pick up this triple kill. And now it is trying to be the hero, but Twisty puts an end to that plan real quick with a spray onto the garage door from the stairs.
Yeah, it's always unfortunate to see for MSU. You get to a point that late in the round where you have to make a play or nothing is going to happen. You simply lose the round on time, as unfortunately for the side of MSU, they will not be able to find much success, as on the opposite side, University of Michigan, sure enough, they found the same frame of success used against them in game 1 as we head into the side swap, a 5-1 lead for the previous defenders, the side of University of Michigan, who are looking to try and close this series out in potentially just a few minutes.
I'm just saying, the last time we had a 5-1 lead was the last map, which is a very small sample size, but the defenders won.
100% of streamed Midwest R6 matches have been 5-1 complete comebacks ending 7-5.
No, it's only stream matches of this season so far.
Okay, sorry.
It's a good, it's a good percentage, bad sample size. Do with that what you will, MSU.
I'm sure some scientists somewhere at some point in time have used data with this thin of sample size to prove a point.
And it's been dismissed instantly. We're going to use it to make very accurate predictions.
Amen. So what I'm hearing is MSU win this game 7-5, and we head up in the Northwest states all the way to Oregon.
We go all the way to Oregon, and it's going to be a 7-0 sweep. Because it would have to be the anticlimax of a lifetime.
Yeah, swapping things over. It's actually going to be Lumi on the mute shotgun for the moment. Gramato on the Legion, joined with a Tuba Rao, Jaeger, and I believe that's a Thorn as well for Ling. I think that's another new character
Thorn.
We haven't quite seen this set.
We've seen Thorn once.
Have we?
We did see a Thorn in a singular round. Don't know who played it, but don't think it did much of note. But Thorn, very good. The Thorn blooms. One shot, or if you set one off and you stand too close, you're gonna die. Gramato? Just, I believe so. No, it's outside. I'm blind. Dang. But Thorn Bloom's very good. Forces people to either go in or get out. And there's no middle ground, or else you get shredded to pieces.
As yeah, for the moment, Ling pushing forward, still 9 kills in. Top frag for the side of MSU. Actually, top frag of the whole lobby by a decent bit of a margin right now. Player found the most success so far this game. There's not really a massive standout player for the sides. Of course, Ling doing quite a lot of lifting for the side of MSU, but unfortunately, rough attack leads them to only a single round throughout it. The side of University of Michigan, pretty even across the board. 6 kills, 5, 5, and 4. Very even performance across the University of Michigan players. Is almost gonna get a kill. Indeed, does actually. Gramato gonna open the half off with a kill onto Insider. Ling finds one onto Nick, and then the side of MSU already found a large advantage. Fade takes some bullets as well. And MSU, they are looking to prove themselves back on this defensive side.
They're finding the holds now. They're finding their angles, and they're holding it, but maybe not at the right time. Ling's watching the window, and in comes the punish from Fade, but Yui has been found, and it's John Salami picking up a kill.
Yeah, John Salami is an instant classic for me. Instant classic. As for the rest, 4v2 right now in favor of MSU. It's Fade and Twisty versus the entire MSU roster without Ling. As for the moment, it's going to be Fade on the Twitch, Twisty on the aces. They try and make something happen. Selma charge is going to go out, currently being blocked as they have to try and find something.
There's the Tuberano coming down as well. So it's not going to be easy to go through the main entrance, sadly, but there's a good spray actually from Twisty to find Lumi, and this is now panic time, 6 seconds to go. And Twisty trying to find anyone he can, but he's down, he's taken out. And there's the final kill coming through from D4C.
Yeah, they got low on time. We've seen this time and time again throughout this set. Teams get low in the later seconds of a round. They have to make a play, and they end up getting too panicked because they simply don't have as much time to work with as they would like. And in cases like this, they simply get gunned down as MSU are looking to recreate the same scoreline we saw in the previous match, as we started out with the defense win, then an attack win, and from then the defenders took a sweep, and we are so far first round into the second half continuing with that tradition.
It was just 2 early picks from MSU, and then just falling back to cover the site, to cover the second floor, and it was not much that U of M were able to do, unless they got really aggressive, and they just did not get very aggressive until it was a bit too late for them. So speed, again, a factor for both teams in this game, still playing a bit slow.
As, yeah, taking a look across the board, actually a couple of characters once again coming out. We've seen all of these characters. I'm actually not entirely sure we've seen Azofia make it.
We have seen Azoth. We haven't seen her do anything, but we've seen Azoth.
I said I know one was hovered earlier. Wasn't sure if one had made it through the rounds. We are once again seeing the return of Capcan. Gramado going to be the one piloting it this time. Thorn making its return as well as University of Michigan. They need to try and get these round wins. They want to close the series out as soon as possible, rather not risk going to an overtime. They need to get a pair of round wins in the next several.
And now it is, again, just trying to find anybody on MSU holding some funky ankles. Angles.
Oh, Afghan Crab's going to get spotted by Yui. Flashbang goes out, tries to take the quick swing. Not going to find any fruit, though. As now it's going to be Ling in a bit of danger, but could potentially have the chance to grab a couple of kills here. Is going to get spotted by a drone, has to take the chance to shoot it. And now backing away on the angle to get a reload off. Ling holding these tight angles. Yeah, Yui going to take a bit of damage. Now going to be able to get a kill. Ling going to get that kill onto Yui. Going to get traded back by Nick, but was able to take one before going, as now it's going to be Twisty getting that kill onto Lumi. The Frost not going to find much in this round, as now it's going to be a push in. ADS is packed here to keep Wamai safe. Deployable shield with just a pair of them. Is now going to throw out the magnet up top, as still a lead in the count of players to the side of University of Michigan. Pushing in flashbangs, nades, util, whatever they have, they're going to push onto this Wamai shield.
It's going to be really hard because, they actually did get rid of some of the ADSs he had. He had 2 ADSs covering him, and now he's finally going to get flashed out and has to disengage on the staircase, thankfully.
I would say the merit of that is that he didn't actually die. He's still full health, and he's actually just still on the shield. Doesn't have nades to, or ADS isn't gonna find one! D4C hides behind the shield for eternity. Gramado finds another kill across the map onto Nick, and they go from a disadvantage to an incredible advantage. Fade was down, will get picked up by Insider, but now it's gonna be Fade taken down. It's Gramado coming up huge on the kills. 1v3. The round was looking so good for the team of University of Michigan, and now it's Insider trying to take on a 1v3. Peeking out, finds one, will get the kill. It will be D4C getting taken down. It's a half health Gramado versus it's Gramado and John Salami versus Insider. Very frantic. This round has been incredibly quick pace once things got going. And just to stay on that track of pace, Gramado gonna get the kill on Insider and close off that round.
That is a pretty brutal round to lose, if I do say so myself. You try to back up D4C because you know he's hiding behind a shield on the stairs you need to take. And he has 2 ADSs, so you can't kill him. You can't nade him down the stairs, and then eventually, even though you destroyed all the ADSs, you threw all your utility at him already, so you can't back him down unless you push forwards. And by that point, Gramato had come in to give some backup to his teammate who was getting bombarded. Oh my goodness, just getting all the nades you can imagine, and Zofia bombs.
I'd say, yeah, going in now, MSU once again trying to grab as many rounds as possible. At this point, they're halfway through this lead closing. As they were down 5-1, they've picked up two more to tie, another 2 from there to grab the game away from the side of University of Michigan and bring us all the way to Oregon. As U of Mich going to do everything they can to close the game out as soon as possible, as we now get into round 9.
We have our first 0, actually, it seems, and yes, Splinter Cell Man himself is here.
As I always love seeing new characters come out, especially this, I suppose, late into a series, really. We could potentially be in the final rounds, depending on if University of Michigan can put this new pick into some fruit of fruition, trying to make this come successful, as again, could be moments away from winning this series. But for the moment, they will have to prove the power of the attackers. As for the moment, only 2 attack wins throughout the entire set so far. I believe right around 20 rounds. I think exactly 20 rounds have been played so far, with only 2 going in favor of the attack.
Ooh, just wasn't outside the window enough. So will be a C4 survival on the side of University of Michigan. Not at all stressful.
You're always going to have a little bit of a panic. You hear a Nitro is actually D4's not going to be panicking as he's finding that kill on Insider. Headshot, and it will be an early pick for the side of the defensive MSU. As, again, advantage in their favor for the exact moment. Got that pick with no retrades. Lumi, though, borderline stuck on these stairs, has a player up and low, although has the chance to get away. Just holding out, trying to keep angles on. As we swap over 0, checking the cams, taking little peeks anywhere available. University of Michigan will finally spot the actual bomb sites. Of course, had a little bit of a suspicion of where they were the whole time. But...
Ling is unironically using the ump. I respect that. That is a giant site. Oh no! Oh! Caught lacking on the cams.
Wow, what a decision coming out from the side of MSU, making the decision to push outside, tried to get off the cameras upon the notification, but just couldn't make it happen in time. The kill will be in their favor. Now it's going to finally be a kill back to the side of University of Michigan. Yui going to find it in the back of John Salami's head, taken down on that Warden. Yui and Fade versus 4.
Yui has control of A site now, but he needs to escort Fade over there, but he's getting kind of gunned down from the upper level, but Fade's going to be able to rush in and kill Lumi here, so Umich going to plant the bomb, or plant the diffuser, not the bomb.
Actually gonna get taken down. Nitro Cell comes out, and the spray from D4C takes down the other, and it went from good for the side of MSU to hold on. University of Michigan have a chance here, and then in just those few seconds, the remaining players are wiped out, as we will go to a tactical timeout from the side of University of Michigan, trying to decide what it is they need to do to get these next 2 rounds in.
Make it 2 for 2 for Gramato, though. Or, well, not 2 for 2. It's like 2 for 5, but 2 C4 kills this series already for this guy.
Yeah, it's a very interesting game so far. Taking a little peek at the scoreboard, 12 kills for Ling at the top of everything. Gramato looking in with 10 kills themselves, as 22 spread across them. Side of University of Michigan, I mentioned it quite a bit ago, but we see the same thing once again. From the lowest to highest, it's 5 kills to 8 kills. Incredibly even performance across the board for these University of Michigan players, as all of them just within a few kills of each other, whereas you see quite a lot of disparity, or discrepancy, I suppose is a better word, for the side of MSU.
I can say, like, I think Fade, like, there's many players in this game that I think are having, like, quietly good games, like, sneaky good games, because really when it comes to games like this, CS, COD, like, you think high KDA, or KD, I guess, in first-person shooters is like the big deal, like big KDs, and a 7.6 KD doesn't look very nice. But I think University of Michigan are kind of playing well were playing well as a unit on the defensive end, but now they are scrambling. Both sides have had very good defensive coordination at least, but just scrambling to find any answers on the attacking end somehow.
Yeah.
Godspeed, little fella. Yeah, indeed, Mozzie.
Yeah, sure enough, MSU getting back into things. Once again, the shotgun mute currently in the hands of Lumi. Gramato back on the Mozzie. I believe we saw him on a bit on Cafe when the mute was taken up, or I think he's off the mute in that round.
Yeah, he was
swapping
off.
over. For the moment, mute is taken away by Lumi.
They
of
lost
course,
that round, by
not
the
being
way.
stolen. Oh,
they did
was
lose
that
the round.
they lost?
That was
That's
the
true.
second round of the that was the second round of the game after they defended bar successfully. They went to kitchen, and it did not pay off.
As, yeah, MSU going to be looking to hold down the fort coming off of that tactical timeout, as University of Michigan going to look to see whatever plan they have brought to the game now. Had a moment to discuss it, finalize everything, reset the mental, and now going to look to get back into it, try and break this attack through once again. We've seen it twice so far in the assortment of rounds that we've played, right around, I believe, 22-ish rounds now. As again, the attack hasn't found much success. University of Michigan need badly, for the sake of closing this out 2-0, for them to be able to find a round win.
Ooh, Yui flashbang himself. Or I believe that is Insider flashbang his teammate, but it doesn't matter because Insider has picked up a kill onto John Salami here, and this is the numbers advantage that University of Michigan wants.
Yeah, regardless of who threw the flash and who got blinded by it, I feel like the side of University of Michigan will be forgiveful if they got the kill. But now on the other side of things, it's going to be a C4 and an SMG kill for separate members of MSU. They went from 5v4 to 3v4, and MSU now very, very fortunate as they are able to re-grab that advantage almost immediately.
Oh, Gramato is a sniper with an explosive, which sounds very, very unfair, to be honest. Well,
yeah,
they're
they're
not gonna find anything still.
We're gonna throw out a couple of drones now. They're gonna try and find something, as University of Michigan now down a player. They only have to pick on John Salami, as they will look to try and find something. Nick gonna take a little bit of poke damage, but will find one kill onto Ling, retraded back by Gramato. As for the moment, it's now down to a 3v2 with MSU in favor, trying to rotate around D4C, holding on the site, peeking away back toward this balcony. As the side of University of Michigan, they need to find something.
Oh, and that's actually going to be most of the Ace's breach, not the Ace. The Ace's breach denied because of a very well-placed, I don't know what it's actually called, slow canister from Tubarao. Tubarao, I say it wrong every time, I'm sorry.
All good. Yeah, MSU, they're just holding on for the moment on the defense, waiting for University of Michigan to make their move, which they are running out of time to do. 15 seconds. They're going to get down into the crunch time, try to take a peek. It's going to be the kill coming out from Gramato. 3 versus 1 right now. It's going to be the peek and will not find success. MSU going to get that kill. Gramato closes it out. Maybe wasn't so great on the Mozzie last time. One of the few rounds that the attackers were able to grab away, but this time the story is much different, as Gramato will take the main role in tying this game up at 5 apiece.
Is somebody missing? But ignoring that for now, we'll get there when we get there, or whatever. Okay, let's pause. They're gonna call for a pause here, as again, the defenders flawless in the second half so far. I believe it is 4-0 for MSU right now, and overall it is 10-0 as John Salami has returned. Hello, friend.
Yeah, potential bit of a scare right there, but ended up being a false alarm, as John Salami lagged out there for just a moment, but has returned. Not entirely sure what actually happened there from the player's point of view, but regardless, all is well in the world. John Salami back on the Bandit, and we are back with round 11.
And it is once again University of Michigan going back to the well of Zofia, which has not paid out really. And I'm gonna just keep wondering how long they're gonna kind of force it into the comp, I guess.
Yeah, will it be taken up currently on the mantle by Nick. Do, of course, have a couple of seconds that it may be changed, but at the moment, going to be the one locking it in, as now it's going to be University of Michigan running out of opportunity. They need to get a round win, at least one, on the attack in order to make it to overtime, or MSU are going to end up running away from this game with a perfect defense.
Oh, not another perfect defense would be absolutely detrimental into the mental state of the attackers right now, because it is already dire on the attack, and just adding that extra level of discouragement of you guys have won 2 rounds total does not help anyone who wants to go in there.
Yeah, it's definitely worth noting. These teams definitely know, whether it be the fact that defense is simply better or how they personally choose to play it, but both of these teams always choosing on all 3 maps. The team with selection did choose to take the defensive side, so not a massive surprise to see it coming up so successful. It's actually a very nice shot coming out from Ling, as Yui gonna catch a round straight to the skull, as it will be an early kill for MSU, but actually gonna be traded back. Nick gonna get the kill onto Ling, as that aggressive stance from the Thorn is going to come out and get taken down.
So the Zofia does pick up a kill, but I think that was Yui expecting no one to peek, so just went back, tried to go back out of, well, Yui's own peek, but did not react in time, sadly, and then Nick just caught Ling trying to swing out a bit further, as there's Nick picking up his 2nd kill of the round now, and it is looking nice for University of Michigan to pick up a round on the attack here so far.
And yeah, they're going to find another. It's going to be Nick triple kill on the moment. It's going to be Lumi getting taken down, peeking out, quadra kill. Nick is hunting it down. 4 versus 1. Cam's being taken away. We've dissed the Zofia quite a bit, but at this point, Nick is doing everything that the team needs him to do. 4v1. It's John Salami's Bandit versus the world. Michigan, or the University of Michigan, trying to stay alive. They want to get this attack round secure over time, as now the peeking coming out. Nick gonna take quite a bit of damage. John Salami takes a tiny bit, peeking out, a bit more damage comes on. Nick, the 8 coming out, and the attackers can't find success. Round after round, the defense have win, and finally, the catalyst to break it apart is Nick getting pissed off, be it what it is, done with losing rounds, locks in the Zofia, and removes MSU from the map. Kill after kill. I mentioned before with the mute play, it is the 2nd ace here in the first game of the first match of the season. And it is Michigan, the University of Michigan, grabbing away the first round. And if they can once again take this round, whatever circumstances lead to it, University of Michigan could find a way to win this game with no OT.
And Nick picked up a quadra kill last game on the Warden, and I guess he was pretty mad he didn't get to, he got shown up by Gramato with the ace, so he said, I'll just do it myself, and picks it up to put the University of Michigan on set point here.
That is, yeah, the University of Michigan could be moments away. Another solo play like that. If Nick, they let him back on the Zofia after last round, I don't see how you can want him on anything else, but was able to get up all 5 kills, as you see them locking back into this round. 12 flashbangs coming out from the side of University of Michigan, as they are looking to take this round by blind storm.
They are tired of John Salami's ADSs. They are going to hurt the eyeballs of everybody on the enemy team, and maybe their own teammates by accident, but done with it. They want to get this over and done with. As you can see, Gramato on a very, very interesting roam. Doesn't really get much out of it. Rechecking the door again.
So yeah, Gramato actually could have a chance to find this kill. Has the drone vision, saw it there for a second, decides to back away. Not going to get too risky, not going to get picked away, caught out in a very away destination from the rest of the map, as Nick clearing away corners. Gonna get the ping on the Thorin, gonna break away several pieces of util. No kills yet. Both of these teams playing incredibly cautious. MSU, they could lose the series here. University of Michigan playing as carefully as possible in effort to ensure it happens.
And of course, most importantly right now is the University of Michigan getting closer and closer to the site. All 12 flashbangs intact, and there's the first one. But the spray not going to work out, just hitting the door frame too much.
Yeah, peeking out Insider actually takes a bit of damage, but it will be Nick finding a kill. The last 6 at least have gone in under this tag name, as now it's going to be the University of Michigan at an advantage player lead. 5 versus 4 in the President as they look to close this series out. Peeking out, it's now going to be a kill. It's going to get traded back. Lumi going to find that kill on the Frost as Twisty is going to be the one getting taken down.
All right, a lot of flashbangs thrown out, but that peek onto the window near the reinforced wall actually was super important there. Actually, Lumi almost gets traded. I think he got body blocked pretty hard there. So it was a bit of a dangerous play that worked out, thankfully, for MSU to even out this numbers game.
Yeah, MSU need to win this round. Their stake in week 1 matters upon it. The entire livelihood is on potentially this round. As now it's going to be Yui getting taken down. Actually, Lumi going to do everything he can to keep them in this game. Hasn't found much success this game, but will find kills when it matters coming into this round as Nick finally going to take them down, but was able to get 2 kills before falling. As now MSU lose a player on the side of Fade. 3 versus 2, University of Michigan looking to close the series up. D4C, John Salami versus 3.
Oh, D4C playing on the razor's edge right there. Needs to be very careful. There's a flashbang onto site. They're looking to drop in. They want to finish the job. John Salami knows they're coming in, though. Has the connector control right now. The diffuser going down. That's the kill.
But it's down. John Salami finds back. 1v2, 1v1. John Salami trying to stay alive. 1 second left. Diffuser is planted. John Salami taken down. The attackers close it out. Geez. Nick, the man of the hour. Defense win, defense win, defense win. And Nick done with it. He is done with seeing the defenders win. Closes it out. Gets an ace. 1 round from the final. And in the last round, the last 1v1, the University of Michigan's 14-8 top frag, Nick closes the series out.
Oh, baby, Nick was tired of that game. He wanted to put MSU to sleep, and he said, let me just pick up 7 kills to close out this game.
Incredible performance. It went from, of course, looking at players' highs, looking at the lows from various times, and then it comes to be the man of the hour, Nick. When the days were most desperate, you've seen the defenders win almost every single round, and it gets down to it. You're 2 rounds away from potentially losing the game, getting dragged to the 3rd map of the set. Nick finally says, you know what? I'm done. Locks in the Zofia, kills all 5 opponents in the penultimate round, moves into the last, gets the double, including the critical 1v1 against John Salami, and the match is closed 7-5 once again, as we will be moving to an interview. But for the moments in time, we're going to head to a short break, and we'll be back afterwards.
We can probably just go for plan.
Nice.
Connector.
He's still stuck there. Nice above you after you kill this guy.
Yep, you got him. All right, Men's fireplace. He's halfway up now. Halfway up, like. No.
Bathroom dead. I'm in bathroom.
I'm gonna keep holding point.
Captain dead.
Main. Oh my god, 1 hatch.
2 connection.
Main stairs, bottom main.
What?
See more find one, but more communication is knowing Mamba's there, taking 1 player left, and he gets taken out to the head. I love more.
can't stop, no, I can't stop.
Diffuser down closet. Trophy. Kids are foul. Yo, just
Below and manages to get him, and they drop down randomly.
I got the streets on lock, no, I can't stop, no, I can't stop, no, I can't stop. I got the streets on lock, no, I can't stop, no, I can't stop, no, I can't stop. I got the streets on lock, no, I can't stop, no, I can't stop, no, I can't stop. I got the streets on lock, no, I can't stop, no, I can't stop, no, I can't stop. So loud, no, I can't stop, no, I can't stop. No, I can't stop.
Better now that we won the game. That was very stressful game, very defender sided. Yeah.
I say, yeah. Tell us a bit more, especially while we're hot on the topic of those last two rounds. You went in, got the ace, then found the clutch 1v1 in that last round. How are you feeling? What were the comms like in those moments?
Yeah, we after the timeout, like before this map started, we were all like with the mindset of like, this is not our map. Like we already came back from a 5-1 deficit. This is on them right now. Let's just play our game. And we opened a really good lead in the beginning of the half. Like I said earlier, it's a defender-sided series. So after losing 3 rounds, we took the timeout. We just de-stressed, like decompressed everything. And I felt a lot better because I was not getting much done in the first 3 rounds of attack. And then after that, I gotta give a huge shout out to Owen, Mike with the entries. Charles was on like a flank watch the whole round, helping us out. Twisty in this case. It was just everything worked together for that to happen. It wasn't just me getting the 5 kills. And then on the very last round, like we already had the energy going for us. I think the problem there was they picked the same site and they did this exact same setup. So we already knew that if we attacked it the same way, changed one thing or another, we could have gotten away with the same result. And then on the end there was a 3v1. I went for plant. Like everyone else like was kind of out of position at that point. So I just had to like keep going because the clock was about to run out. And I ended up getting the final kill on him looking somewhere else on the movement.
For sure.
Yeah.
Kimchi,
Is
gotta.
awkward. Oh,
Go for it. Okay.
I didn't recognize the toss. I'm very bad at this. So
No, you're all good. You're all good.
Good, okay.
you got the quadra kill in the on the first map of on Cafe Dostoevsky, and then
Yeah.
did that make the ace feel that much nicer knowing that you got it out of the way the second
Yeah.
time around?
Real. Yeah, because the first round we got a C4 from below from insider. We already knew they were gonna do it. We prepped it. Then after that they weren't doing it again. Like they were aware of what we were trying to do, so they were roam clearing a lot better. But they were just giving like that round in specific after that first kill from the C4. It was mostly just ones. So I knew exactly how they were attacking because on that setup we run Maestro, and then we have 2 bulletproofs looking at the same spot, so we already knew everything that was going on. So Fade just kept giving me callouts, and I just kept going for the kills, and then I ended up getting a 4K over there.
For sure, for sure. And then I do want to ask, looking at the match in an overall retrospect, considering it's a Michigan matchup going into the match, especially after game 1, the halves of looking at the defense, would you say that having the Michigan rivalry altered the game at all, or was it just another game for you guys?
I mean, Michigan State has always been a little sister, so nothing really changes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You have anything else you want to throw in real quick, Kimchi?
Nah,
No, that's unless Nick wants to do.
I just want to thank my teammates. I mean, we played great that game. Mike, we had a great performance. Everyone, the support players were doing amazing. We just locked in a lot harder in the end. Like second map, we played it really good. We got the rounds that we were supposed to, and that took us the map. So,
all right,
I'm
well,
grateful for my teammates.
Fair enough. You guys all played amazing today.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the huge win coming up, especially in those last 2 rounds. Congrats on the ace. Congrats again for your guys' performance here in week 1. Aside from that, thank you for joining us in the interview. Of course, if there's anything else you want to throw out there, feel free. If not, thank you again for joining us.
Great match by MSU. That's all I want to say. They are our friends off the game. They are like we talked to them. We were on the Discord yesterday. They're great people. We rock with them. They're just a great match overall.
It was definitely a very entertaining match from our point of
For
view.
sure.
Well,
Thank
thank
you,
you
guys.
again for joining us.
Yeah.
As again, a great match overall, very defender sided overall. I believe 4 attack rounds won the entire series for both teams collectively. As anything else you want to throw on at the end of this series, Kimchi?
2 of those won by the man that we just interviewed, of course, Nick, closing out the series on the 2 most important attack rounds out of the 4 won today. I mean, it's pretty nice.
Of course. And yeah, thank you all again for joining us here at Midwest R6. We will be back next Thursday with another match right around the same time as today's stream. Thank you all for joining us, and we hope to see you again next week.
All right, thank you guys.